Contest number 2 on our championship Saturday here from the TVL tournament in Onega. The Hanover boys and the Axtell boys upcoming for you next. Hanover comes in the number 2 seed in this tournament, undefeated on the year, 9-0 with victories over Valley Heights 55-49 and Centralia last night 50-45 to get to this position. They are looking for their first TVL championship since 2021 and their 9th overall. As for the Axtell boys, they come in the number 2 overall seed here in this tournament, 4 overall seed for Axtell in this one. They are 8-1 on the season with wins over Troy, 60-51 in this tournament, and 50-48 over Clifton Clyde last night. Axtell boys come in 8-1 this season after 20-6 year last year. Hanover was 17-6 last year. Both of these teams will like to get up and down the court as they average over 20 points per game, and defensively very stout still too as well. 42 points per game allowed by Hanover, 40 points per game allowed by Axtell. We'll take our first time out of this pregame, preview this matchup coming up in our last contest of the day here between Hanover and Axtell.
Agriculture. Our country was built on it. Our children are fed by it. No one quite understands the unique needs of the farmer like United Bank and Trust. Whether you raise crops or livestock, you need the right equipment at the right time. Our ag loans can help you acquire and maintain that equipment when and where you need it. Contact one of our experienced ag lenders today. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
For engineered roof and floor trusses, call on Axtell Truss. 12 to 80-foot span. Complete hip, cathedral, and floor systems using only the best SYP available. Delivered to your site undamaged on a roll-off trailer. Manufactured locally at Axtell Truss on U.S. Highway 36, 2 miles west of K110 between Seneca and Marysville. Phone 785-736-2291.
Not everyone's going to become a Lennox dealer, so you'll be glad to know when you buy a Lennox from Hanover Electric Incorporated, you not only get the best products in the business, you also get a tradition of experience in making sure your home is as comfortable as it can be. Because every independent Lennox dealer must pass the Lennox Quality Dealer Standards Program, the toughest test in the industry. And what it means is you get a dealer you could always count on. Lennox, one less thing to worry about.
Bat Tire in Frankfort is the place to go for tires in Frankfort. Why drive anywhere else? Offering a full range of tires, including Kelly tires and Hankook tires. Get the very best in tire technology for superior handling and longevity. Bat Tire will keep you on the road and headed to where you need to be. Replacements or repairs, they'll get you rolling again. Bat Tire in Frankfort, a proud supporter of the Frankfort Wildcats. Good luck.
Drive safe. Second game of the contest here between Hanover and Axtell. The 4-seeded Axtell Eagles and the 2-seeded Hanover Wildcats come in here both off of victories last time out. Looking at scoring for both of these teams so far in the tournament, Hanover led by 3 players. Garrett Martin averaging 15.5 points per game. Tanner Bruna 12 points per game, while Braylon Mine averaging 14 points per game. As for Axtell, they are led by Eli Broxman, 13.5 points per game. Of course, he had the game-winning three-pointer last night over Clifton Clyde. Brandon Schmelsley, the All-State quarterback, coming in averaging 9.5 points per game. Wyatt Detweiler, the freshman, will get his second start here tonight with Colin Shaughnessy out with a twisted ankle. Shaughnessy will suit up. We'll see if he plays. He had 20 points in the first-round matchup versus Troy before rolling his ankle there in that fourth quarter. We're going to take a timeout now for the national anthem before bringing you starters between this TVL Boys Championship between Axtell and Hanover.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
It takes a lot of know-how to run an ag business right. One of the most important things is choosing the right financial partner. That's why so many producers work with us. When it comes to agriculture, you can count on our experience. For land appraisal and more, you can talk to us. We're local, and we're here to help you grow. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
Cottage Hill Ag Supply makes precision planting work for you. Put their experience and exceptional customer service to work when planning for the next planting season. Check their test plot results with quality seed lines including AgriGold and NC+. Set up assistance with your planner and adjustments as needed help you be more efficient. As a fellow farmer, Darren Jacobson can share his experience if you're new to precision planting. Count on top quality products with expert service and a commitment to go above and beyond for their customers. Go online to cottagehillagsupply.com.
Experience the best in customer service when you call the Dragiston Insurance Agency for a Buckeye Insurance Group farm insurance quote. Justin Dragiston of the Dragiston Insurance Agency can provide insurance coverage to meet your farm needs. Protect the financial future of your farm by calling the Dragiston Insurance Agency at 785-325-2263. Buckeye Insurance Group and the Dragiston Insurance Agency, together, we're insuring the heartland.
You've reached Billy Bob's Propane. Nobody can take your call now, but somebody will get back to you sometime.
Yeah, this is Frank Jones, and I'm switching propane companies. Why? Wanklin Oil has more to offer, and to be honest, better prices. They also gave me options that fit my budget, and in case you don't remember, I called last week because I was nearly out of propane. You never called me back. I'm now out of propane.
Switching propane dealers is no big deal. Call Wanklin Oil at 1-800-794-2019. Wanklin Oil, we've had the energy since 1926.
It is championship time for the boys' matchup between Axtell and Hanover. Let's get right into it. Starting lineup first for the 4-seeded Axtell boys. They come in ranked 8-1 on the season. The 4-seed in this tournament, 2 wins over Troy and top-seeded Clifton Clyde. Typical number 10, Eli Brocksterman, a 6-foot junior. Number 12, Wyatt Detweiler, a 5'8 freshman. Number 25, Brandon Schmelsley, a 6'2 junior. Number 34, Grady Bussing, a 6'2 senior. Number 45, Grant Bussing, a 6'2 senior. The Eagles are head coached by Jason Tynan. They're coming off their best season in school history, 21-6 last year. And we go Brocksterman, Detweiler, Schmelsley, Bussing, and Bussing here tonight in the TVL Tournament Championship, looking for their second straight and second in school history. As for the Hanover Wildcats, they come in number 2 overall seed in this tournament, undefeated 9-0 on the season with wins over Valley Heights and Centralia in this tournament. They will go with the same starting lineups they have all season. Number 1, Brent Bikeman, a junior. Number 4, Braylon Mine, a sophomore. Number 5, Garrett Martin, a junior. Number 14, Tanner Bruna, a sophomore. And number 20, Brigham Bruna, senior. The Hanover boys are coached by head coach Corey Jensen, coming off a 17-6 year last year. They are off to an undefeated 9-0 start this year. And we'll go Bikeman, Mine, Martin, Bruna, and Bruna. Axtell being the lower seed will be the away team. They are in their away white with Axtell across their chest in blue. Blue numbers on their chest and back with an eagle on the back of the jersey. Hanover will be in their home blues. White Hanover in cursive across the chest. Blue numbers on the front of the back and a red stripe down the side. Red numbers and a blue jersey. In the jump circle, it will be Smelsley, it will be Martin. The junior Martin averaging over 15 points per game here at this tournament, while Smelsley just a hair under 9. All-state quarterback versus Martin. First tip is up, and a re-jump is going to be the cause. Let's get this one started underway, maybe for a second time. Good showing of Axtell fans, good showing of Hanover fans. We appreciate you all tuning in this evening. Let's get this one figured out here, boys. Third jump now as he keeps tossing it just a little bit too high. Selby and Martin a little laugh at it. Off we go, and first tip will go to Hanover. Max Blasky with you here for the boys contest, too, as well, after Centralia was just crowned the girls champion moments ago after a win over Clifton Clyde. First possession, a little struggle now for the Wildcats up top, and a turnover by Hanover. Smelsley will get a run out, up and no good on the layup. First miss now for Brandon. Quickly the other way, Garrett Martin underneath the basket, up and down for Martin. A good take there by the junior as he always finds himself underneath that basket somehow, some way throughout this entire tournament. That has been where he has been stationed. A 58-56 win for Centralia in girls action. Moments before here in this one, 2-0 early score. Inside, Grant Bussing missed. Grady Bussing offensive rebound. Put back will be no good, but Grady will be fouled. Braylon Mine picks up now his first personal foul, and that's a big foul for the Hanover Wildcats, as Mine has been very effective here in this tournament. 17 points in the quarterfinal win last night versus Centralia. First free throw is up and down for Bussing. Second one is up and down for Grady, too, as well. Play continues on now. We have a stop out top as we're trying to get this one figured out. We just played one game. Let's get everything figured out to the score tables here, boys. And then a Burton horn by the scorer's table, and we're back underway. Under 7 minutes here in this first quarter, just getting started in this TVL Tournament Championship. Axtell looking for their second championship in 2 years and their fourth in school history. Their third in school history. Meanwhile, Hanover's looking for their first championship since 2021 and their ninth in school history. A 3-second call as Tanner Bruna couldn't find anyone underneath the basket. Good defense there by Axtell to force the second turnover of the game by Hanover. Both of these teams play good defense, and they like to get out and run offensively. Hanover averaging 62 points a game. Axtell just a hair over 60, while Hanover allows 42 points per game. Axtell allowing right at 40 on the season. Quickly around the horn it goes. Axtell has trouble with it on top side, back in the hands of Wyatt Detweiler, the freshman, younger brother of course, All-State quarterback last year, Isaac Detweiler, getting the start here the last 2 days due to Colin Shaughnessy being out with a rolled ankle. Shaughnessy, the big man from Axtell, had 20 points in the opening round versus Troy, was leading scorer for the Eagles in that one, but unfortunately rolled that ankle. Talking to assistant coach James Shaughnessy here before the contest, Colin will suit up, but they're not necessarily going to play him unless they need a spotted three-point shooter, as he will be looking to get back for sub-state action. Grant Bussing inside and a walk. Turnover now Axtell, as it'll go back to Hanover. Another reinforcement coming for this Axtell team later on in the season, point guard Landon Schmitz, who has been out since football season. A torn labrum in his left shoulder, was supposed to take over starting point guard position for Jason Tynan out of the squad this year, but has been out since the state football championship game. He's expected to come back about 3 weeks before sub-state action, so here in just a couple weeks, it's hard to believe sub-state action gets underway here in just about a month. For Axtell, it kicks off February 22nd down at Blue Valley. Inside shot up by Brant Bikeman. No good. Offensive rebound pulled down Garrett Martin, and he will save a possession for the Wildcats. Substitution now for Axtell. First one coming in. Logan Sandman, the 6'2 freshman, has been giving good minutes to head coach Jason Tynan and this coaching staff the last couple of nights. Sandman actually fouled out last night versus Clifton Clyde with no points, but had 7 points in that opening round win over Troy, one in which Axtell was victorious 60-51. Inside, Tanner Bruno looks to get going. He's going to be stopped right elbow. Good defense by Axtell. Inside, Braylon Mine, is going to push the action up for a second opportunity. There is Mine, and he will be fouled with free throws coming now for the sophomore. Mine had a big game against Centralia coming out last night. 17 points for the contest. He had 11 of those in the first quarter as Hanover jumped out to a 17-14 lead at the end of one. That personal foul will go against Grady Bussing, the senior for the Eagles, picks up his first personal foul as Mine calmly knocks down the first foul shot. Second free throw upcoming now for the sophomore. Calmly knocks that one down 2 as well as Mine goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. Now gives Hanover the 2-4 advantage here. Second seed Axtell, 4 seeded Hanover coming in this one. Smelsley's high post inside. Grady Bissing, good high-low action there for the Eagles. Brandon Smelsley, the All-State quarterback, not a lot of scoring here in this TVL tournament. Actually only averaging 9.5 points per game, but a lot of assists by the junior here so far the last couple days. Inside, Tannerburn is going to try and force the action, and he's stepped. Extra steps now for the sophomore Brunez. That's the third turnover now for Hanover. This is a young team for Hanover that only boasts 4 seniors. Brigham Brunez, a lone starter. They will bring Aiden Barons, Patrick Cook, and possibly Dean Lupin off the bench if needed. But 2 freshmen come off the bench. They start 2 sophomores and 2 juniors. As Smelsley on the offensive end for Brandon Smelsley, his first one here of this quarter, gives Axtell the 6-4 lead. Expect this one to be close the entire way, as these games have been all tournament long. Already our second scoring change here early, and another walk down low as Brigham Bruna got caught down amongst the trees in that low right post. So looks at head coach Corey Jensen. We're not sure what play they were running on that one. That's already the 4th turnover now for Hanover in this one. They've been very disciplined the last couple of days. Only 12 turnovers last night versus Centralia, 8 the other night versus Valley Heights. Some teams have had 20 an entire game so far this year. Grady Bissing, second shot. That one's up. No good. Defense rebound. Pulled down 9. Now we're going to look to run. Brigham Bruna has numbers. Garrett Martin left block. Pump fakes now, shoots up. That one's going to be well short. Martin pulls down the offensive board, though. Tanner Bruna will reset. Thought about a step back. Now we're going to go left block. Garrett Martin. Inside, Martin will look to gain possession on that left block. Having a good tournament so far is the junior, and a steal turnover, but back to Hanover. It will go. Wyatt Detweiler took that pass away from Tanner Bruna, but then Detweiler stepped on the sideline, turning it back over to Hanover. First substitution now incoming for head coach Corey Jensen and his Hanover Wildcats. Hunter Kike, the freshman, first action. He will set up the offense now for the blue and red. Out top, guarded tightly by fellow freshman Logan Sandman. Garrett Martin, right elbow, doing that little, I call it a washing machine play, where Martin just holds the ball and guards kind of run around him, looking for an opening off the screen. Hunter Kike, right side, will get the screen from Martin, uses it, hits the roller. Martin inside the lane, up and down for Garrett Martin. The junior really coming into his own here the last couple days. We mentioned it. He has been the leading scorer for this Wildcats team. Well, I guess one game out of 2, but that other game he had 15, while Braylon Mine had 17. Hanover turns it over as Brandon Smelsley couldn't control that one down low. Hanover will now have it offensively. Top side, Brigham Bruna will look to set it up against the freshman Wyatt Detweiler. Right side into the hands of Kike for now 9. Clock running, 2:12 left to play first quarter. Right block, Garrett Martin inside, crashing down is Axtell. Inside, Tanner Bruna can't hit the floater, and Sandman pulls down the board. First shot up and no good for the sophomore Tanner Bruna. Detweiler hits Smelsley on the right block. Brocksterman 3, that's good for Eli Brocksterman, his first triple in this one. And of course, from almost the exact same spot that he hit that game winner against Clifton Clyde last night, as the 4-seeded Axtell talked off the top seed in this tournament. Clifton Clyde, Braylon Mine inside looking for the answer, and he will get it. His first bucket from the floor makes him 1 for 3 now in this quarter, as Axtell quickly comes back with it. Axtell with it and the lead, 9-8 here as we get close to 1:30 left in this first quarter. And a back-and-forth contest, one that we expect to stay that way. Inside, Brocksterman kind of throws that one up from his hip, gets the bucket to go down and the whistle in the background. Personal foul will go against 2-3. That'll be Hunter Kike for his first personal foul. Second now for Hanover. Grant Bussing will come back into the contest. He will check Grady. Brocksterman at the line now for a free throw. Free throw is down for Brocksterman. 15 points, including that game winner 3 for the junior last night for Eli. Broxman now with 6 quick points in this contest. Axtell already 3 for 3 from the free throw strike. Second man off the bench will be Gavin Shaughnessy for Jason Tynan and his Eagles. The 6-foot junior will check in. Hunter Kike for a deep 3. That one's hard off the rim. No good. Smelsley pulls down the board. Hunter Kike for a freshman, not afraid to let that ball fly. Already led Hanover in scoring 1 game this year. Here's someone else not afraid to let it fly. Wyatt Detweiler in there getting the start tonight. Too hard off the glass. Defensive rebound pulled down by Hanover. Braylon Mine looks to break down Smelsley on the ground. Mine saves the possession. Garrett Martin around the horn. Brigham Bruna steps into a 3. That's short from the word go. Possibly could have been tipped by Shaughnessy off the bench. Smelsley looking to run. Detweiler right corner 3. That one's money for Axtell. Wyatt Detweiler, the freshman, coming up big on that bucket. Missed 3 on one end by Hanover. Axtell takes advantage on the other. Inside Martin from the short right block. No good offensive rebound. Second try. No, that's an over the back. Hunter Kike picks up now his second personal foul. Garrett Martin not very in control now offensively. Just kind of threw that one up at the basket asking for a foul. Didn't get it as now Kike picks up his second. Grady Bussing into the contest. He will check Gavin Shaughnessy. 15-8 with 13.3 seconds left. Hanover leads and has the ball. One more shot now for the Eagles. Detweiler brings it across the timeline slowly with 10. We're looking to get something going. 8 now on the clock. Detweiler still at half court. Looks right side Smelsley. 4 on the shot clock. Inside Brandon. No shot and a foul on the floor will be called against Hanover. Tanner Bruna, the sophomore, picks up his first personal foul. Axtell with it, 2 seconds underneath their own basket. Smelsley looking for a lob, throws it out top. Broxman looking to get it off, throws it Detweiler. Detweiler does, almost banks it in, but it will be no good as Axtell takes a 15-8 lead at the end of 8 minutes of play.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has been protecting farmers and ranchers season after season.
You need to know you're covered and you've got somebody covering your back.
You've got local people that everybody knows.
And we have a good policy and a good agent, and I guess that's what you need to be able to sleep at night.
Loyal, local, and rooted in ag for over 80 years. Learn more at fbfs.com/rootedinag. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Bryce Leonard in Washington is your local agent with Farm Bureau Insurance and Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Everyone's wanting to reduce, reuse, and recycle. How about reducing the amount of money leaving your bank account every month? With income-based living and reduced cable bill cost for everyone, Waterville Housing Authority is your housing partner. Enjoy maintenance-free and comfortable living in 1 or 2 bedroom apartments. Check out their Facebook page or call 785-363-2239. That's 785-363-2239.
After 1 quarter of play, 15-8 our score. Axtell, a balanced offensive attack in that first quarter. 4 of 5 starters play, led by Eli Broxterman with 6 points, who is filling it over here in Onega. 4 points for Grady Bussing, 3 for Wyatt Detweiler, 2 for Brandon Smelsley. As for Hanover, 2 players scored, Braylon Mine and Garrett Martin, who Martin has been having an excellent tournament here for the Wildcats, continues his hot start in the first quarter. Hanover, of course, in their patent kind of 2-3, 3-2 matchup zone. Grady Bussing inside. Hanover winning a 3-second, and Broxterman's going to continue his hot start with about the 12-foot pull-up from that right baseline. 8 points now for the junior as Axtell up 17-8 in this one. Braylon Mine at the free throw line, tries to step through. Wow, what a shot by Braylon Mine as he got the defender Brandon Smelsley up in the air. Step through like a Euro step, still got the bucket to go within the trees. Mine having himself a heck of a tournament. Left side, Detweiler has trouble with it, gets it into Grant Bussing down low. Eli Broxterman for 3, that one's off, no good, but an offensive foul will be called on Brandon Schmelsley going for that rebound. Schmelsley really came into his own last year in the TVL tournament in that championship game for the Eagles, one in which Axtell won 63-57 over Blue Valley. Schmelsley had 22 points to lead the way, while Eli Brocksterman had 15 too as well. Inside, Mine is going to miss that bunny, but a foul called on the offensive rebound. Logan Sandman, the freshman, picked up now his first personal foul. First Axtell team foul here in the second. Long pass up for Tanner Bruna. Beautiful pass there from Brigham Bruna. Does so much for this team besides just score, does the senior, in a perfectly placed pass, but trying to force the turnover now on Detweiler, and a jump ball is the call. Going back to Hanover. Back-to-back plays now made by Brigham Bruna that could really get Hanover back into this contest. Mine will bring it across the timeline for the red and blue of Hanover. Little give and go right corner action with Bruna. Martin gets it, almost taken away by Broxman. Now Axtell in scramble mode defensively. Tanner Bruna inside is going to force that. A body foul will be called on Broxman, I believe. It will be now his first personal foul. Timeout is taken by head coach Corey Jensen. We'll take it with him. 17-12, your second quarter score.
Call Parthimer Electric at 268-0553. At Parthimer Electric, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services and are dedicated to providing customer service that is second to none. Parthimer Electric won't leave the job until you're satisfied. Parthimer Electric is available at all hours and offers flexible services for indoor or outdoor jobs. You can visit us on the web at the Parthimer Electric Facebook site or give us a call at 268-0553. Parthimer Electric in Frankfort.
17-12, your second quarter score. Both of these teams got here after close victories last night. Axtell, of course, well documented. A three-pointer at the buzzer by Eli Broxman to beat the top-seeded Clifton Clyde Eagles 50-48. Meanwhile, on the flip side of the bracket, a 50-45 win for Hanover over Centralia. It was closer than that 5-point margin indicated, too, as well, as it was 3 down to the final seconds. The two late free throws by Hanover pushed it up to that 5-point margin. Of course, Axtell, your reigning TVL tournament champions, looking for their second in 2 years and their third now in school history. I've said that stat 2 or 3 times. Let's make sure I got it right. Yes, they won their other one back in 2013. And each time these Axtell Eagles win a TVL tournament championship, it's usually a good sign. The last time the Eagles won it back in 13, or not the last time, but the first time the Eagles won it back in 2013, they were state champions. Last year, they ended up placing 4th at the state championship. 3-ball is up and down. Wyatt Detweiler, a big triple. Now his second one here in this contest as he pushes this lead back up to 8 by Axtell. Here's a steal far side taken away by Broxman. Broxman trouble with it, back into the hands of Detweiler. Detweiler will set it up now for the Eagles. This Hanover defense 2-3 really starting to spread out. Schmelsley inside there. Offensive rebound and putback by Logan Sandman. Just came in screening in from the left wing. No one boxed him out. And head coach Corey Jensen is going to look to Cameron Juniman to bring some muscle and some physicality to his Hanover squad out there right now. That is just getting outplayed through the first 10 minutes of game action. Braylon Mine, right block, one pump, up and down there for Mine as he continues his fantastic tournament. 8 points now already through about 10 minutes of game action. Around the horn, Detweiler top side, looking for that high post man, and that's Schmelsley. We're going to skip it between Detweiler, Sandman, and Broxman. Broxman right wing. Content to run this ball and keep Hanover moving. Bounce pass, bad pass by Sandman, taken away by Hanover. Brigham Brune is going to get a run out, up and down. Too hard on the layup. Garrett Martin tried to throw it down, and Hanover blows a golden opportunity there. Wow, Brigham Bruna, you don't see the senior do it very often. Had a wide open layup. I believe that was Grady Bushing turned into the pin, but wasn't going to get there and just threw it up wildly off the backboard, and Hanover ends up empty on a golden possession there for the Wildcats to cut into this lead. 22-14 is your score. Axtell jumped out to a 15-8 lead at the end of one quarter and have not relinquished that so far. Offensively, Axtell doing a good job being patient against this Hanover zone. Smelsley gets it inside, looking to Broxman right quarter. Hanover swarms in as Broxman's already hit 1-3 in this game. Left side now, Smelsley blocks out. Here's Broxman for three, right wing. That one's going to be too hard off the rim. Cameron Juneman, good defensive board. That is why he is in there. Juneman will go cross court now into Hunter Kiekefer. Kiekefer with those two fouls early on. Mine a three. That one's hard off the rim. Defensive rebound pulled down. Grady Bussing. Quickly the other way. Logan Sandman, an athletic take by the freshman. The 6'2 freshman just glided through the lane on that one, coming into his own here in this TVL tournament. Of course, this tournament really propelled the Axtell Eagles to that state tournament appearance last year as they just rolled through their 4 games. They last year weren't a automatic bye either. They were the 4 seed. Well, they were automatic bye, the last bye, but barely got it, did the Eagles. Inside, Brant Bikeman's going to try and force the action, gets stopped, right block by Sandman. Now Sandman's just going to tip that one away back in the hands of Mine. This Axtell defense pounding everything inside. Bikeman with a reversal. Kiekefer spot up three. That one's off the left side of the board. And a foul called inside on Hanover on the offensive rebound. That one will go against Garrett Martin. As this Hanover offense can't find any answer for this Axtell defense. Substitution now as Patrick took first action in for Garrett Martin. Detweiler across the timeline now. Ball in his right hand. Guarded tightly by Bikeman. Now Sandman left side. Freshman looking to stay strong. Head coach Jason Tynan bouncing or marking out controls from his sideline here. Right side as we look at it. Near steal, far side by Mine. Now up top, Detweiler will attack. Gets in the lane. Defense sucks into him. Almost a turnover. Bussing somehow controls it, though, for the Eagles. Clock continuing to roll, and this is how the Axtell Eagles like to run the offense. Smelsley inside. He's going to lose it, though, just as we go mentioning. Oh, we're going to know. We're going to say it's going to stay with Axtell on their end of the floor. I thought Smelsley let that one go, and miscommunication between Broxman and Smelsley. Axtell will take it, though, as they keep possession and this 10-point advantage. Well, now let's see. We got a conversation with the officials. And, yep, we're going to say Axtell ball. This will be our last broadcast here from the TVL tournament. Though coming up next week, you Hanover fans will get another opportunity to hear your Wildcats as we will make the trip east over to Centralia as Hanover and Centralia tip off in what's going to be two great boys games. Of course, Centralia boys played Clifton Clyde in the fourth place game. They fell. Hanover boys here in the championship. As for the girls' side, the Centralia girls were just playing crowned TVL champions earlier this afternoon with a 58-56 win over top-seeded Clifton Clyde. Meanwhile, the Hanover girls take the third-place game over Valley Heights 41-38. A 3-second call now by Axtell inside. Will be their fifth turnover on the game. Hanover has 6. Braylon Mine will look to go to work right side already with 8 points. Now for the sophomore here in this first half. Mine right block going against Smelsley. He tried to pivot off that right foot, but couldn't keep it in position. Another turnover, Hanover, as that's 8 here in the first half. Head coach Corey Jensen saying, move that ball. It has been getting stuck down low as the Hanover Axtell defense continually swarming anything that goes down low against them on the defensive side. Clock rolling, 1:40 left to play before halftime. 24-14, our score as Axtell leads this one. They led 15-8 at the end of one quarter. Axtell just throwing around the top of the key against this 2-3 defense for Hanover. Smelsley looks to attack. Right baseline, tough pass taken by Eli Broxterman, and an over-the-back call will be the official call from the far side official. That was a very late over-the-back as Hanover caught it and had men running, but a dead ball turnover now for Axtell. Garrett Martin, Tanner Bruna, and Brigham Bruna in for Cameron Juneman, Patrick Cook, and Hunter Kiefer. Mine, Bruna, Martin, and Bikeman, your starting five back out there for Hanover. As for Axtell, it'll be Detweiler, Broxterman, Bissing, Sandman, and Schmelsley. That's Grant Bissing out there for the Eagles. Bikeman looks to attack Bissing right side. It's stuck in there. Schmelsley pokes it away. Turnover Hanover. Schmelsley to Broxterman, back to Schmelsley. Up and down for two for the Axtell Eagles, and they are running offense like you like to drive a Ferrari, fast and furious. 26-14 our score as Axtell has opened up a 12-point advantage over Hanover here in the TVL Tournament Championship. Braylon Mine, top side, has been all the offense for Hanover in this one. 8 points for him now as Brigham Bruna looks to attack the freshman White. Detweiler top side. Bikeman now right, gets a screen from Martin at the top. Inside, Bikeman will drive. Now kicks it out. Mine trying to get inside, lost it. Another turnover, Hanover. Quickly the other way. A dunk by Schmelsley, but he misses that one. Tanner Bruna comes up with the defensive board. Braylon Mine at the other end gets a run out, but a turnover as Broxman gets back in it. Intercepts that pass just like he did on the gridiron, and now Axtell can hold for their last shot. 6 seconds. It'll be a turnover as well, Axtell, as Sandman was trying to get it to Detweiler in the back court. A turnover, Axtell, in a sloppy last couple minutes here of this second quarter. So Hanover will have the ball on their half of the court, trailing 26-14 with 3.7 left here in the first half. Bruna will be your trigger man. Right block, Martin. Martin making a shot. No, gets it to Bruna. Corner three. Shot no good as Brigham Bruna is begging for a foul. He won't get one, and Hanover goes into halftime trailing 26-14 in what has been a dominating first half for these Axtell Eagles. We will take a timeout, bring you a recap of that first half. Take a look, too, at our schedule coming up after the TVL tournament. You're listening to high school basketball right here with KNDY.
You want a bank that not only cares about you, but the businesses and families around. FNB Washington is that bank. Community-minded since 1883, FNB Washington truly has been there through it all. A mainstay in the Washington community, FNB cherishes the opportunity to give back, whether participating in hosting local events, providing a community room for public use, or cheering the Tigers on to victory. Your local and hometown bank is still FNB Washington, Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
Unload your unwanted or unused items and benefit local residents with disabilities through the Twin Valley Thrift Shops. Have some good used things taking up space? Drop those off anytime at the warehouse in Waterville or Twice But Nice in Beatty. For larger lots of garage sale leftovers, furniture, and the like, call to arrange pickup. Every donation sold benefits Twin Valley Services and their local residents. Learn more online at twinvalleyfriends.com or stop by the warehouse in Waterville, plus used furniture and appliances, or Twice But Nice in Beatty.
Whether you're a new homeowner or have lived in your house for years, we know how important it is to you. I'm Dave Savage with Blue Valley Insurance. Homeowners insurance doesn't just protect your house and property, it also protects your belongings, yourself, and your guests. You put a lot of hard work into providing a home for your family. See Blue Valley Insurance in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville for the best combination of homeowners insurance coverage to protect your hard-earned investment.
This is Thad Argenbright with Performance Ag in Waterville, your Pioneer dealer. Our vision at Performance Ag is to deliver to you the very best in seed genetics from Pioneer, along with the best in service, which includes on-site seed treatment, direct delivery, and tender use. Call me, Thad Argenbright, at 785-313-3064 and find out why. With Pioneer from Performance Ag, you get more than a bag of seed.
Equipment rentals from Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber make the job easier if you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer. From power tools to generators, air compressors to nailers and fasteners, concrete tools, scaffolding, and more. Rent a Bobcat, dump truck, man lift, ladder, scaffolding, as well as pressure washers, insulation blowers, drywall tools, tile cutters, and more. Rent by the half day, day, weekend, or week. See the entire list online, including pricing, at axtellumber.com or visit either location today.
At halftime, Axtell dominating Hanover in this TVL tournament championship for the boys, 26-14 at halftime. Axtell jumped out to a 15-8 lead at the end of one quarter and didn't relinquish it. They held Hanover to just 6 points in that second quarter. Looking at scoring, first for Hanover, they were 2 for 2 from the free throw strike, so perfect there, but they did have 10 turnovers, 5 apiece in each quarter, something to be left desired for head coach Corey Jensen and his squad. As for scoring, it was few and far between, led by Braylon Mine with 8 points, who is having himself a good tournament, averaging 14 points per game, well on the way to that. Garrett Martin with 4 points, who averages 15 points per game here. This Axtell interior defense has done a good job on him. 2 points for Tanner Bruna, who is averaging 12 points per game, and other than that, no scoring. Brigham Bruna held scoreless in that first half. Brant Beichman scoreless as well in that first half. Patrick Cook, Hunter Keycaver, and Cameron Juneman off the bench. No points either. As for Axtell, they are flowing without Colin Shaughnessy out with a twisted ankle. Wyatt Detweiler getting the start here in this one. He has 6 points on 2 triples. 8 points for Eli Broxman, who continues his hot shooting with a triple in that first quarter. And then 4 points apiece for Brandon Schnelsley, Grady Bissing, and Logan Sandman, the freshman, really coming into his own here at the TVL tournament off the bench with 4 points too as well. Axtell perfect from the line as well, 3 for 3 from the strike. They had 8 turnovers in that first half, 5 in the second quarter, while 3 in the first half. 26-14 our score. Hanover, a team that averages 60 points a game, on pace to only score 28 here in this TVL tournament championship. Their lowest total so far this year, 41 versus Diller Odell back in December 21st. So we'll see if head coach Corey Jensen has some answers for this stout Axtell defense that has been playing so far here in the first half. We'll take another timeout, take a look at how this bracket is shaped out this year, as well as taking a peek at where we'll be heading next Friday for our first Friday feature broadcast of the game on KNDY FM 95.5. Again at halftime, Axtell leading 26-14.
Stocked with the freshest produce and always fresh meat counter, J&R Market in Frankfort is your full-service grocery. Start saving today with weekly specials. The J&R Market app makes shopping a breeze, so you're in and out and on your way. Open 7 days a week for your convenience, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 7 p.m., Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 9 to 5. Freshest produce, best selection, greatest value, J&R Market in Frankfort.
Generations have relied on Kinsley's of Marysville, the Padden Funeral Chapel in Frankfort, Hanover Mortuary, Ward Funeral Homes of Lynn and Washington, and Landreth Axtell Funeral Home. You can continue to rely on the professional experience that they provide and the heartfelt concern that they offer each family that they serve. Caring concern in your family's time of need.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
At Kramer Oil, safety always comes first. We're here to keep your home and shop warm with reliable propane delivery, which is why with your first fill-up, we perform a complimentary leak check. Your safety is our top priority, so you can rest easy knowing we've got you covered. And we're not just about safety, we're about convenience too. Need propane when you want it at a fair price? Call or text us today at 785-562-2466. We're here to serve you.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the best. At Hanover Hospital, they are more than just a healthcare facility. They are your friends and neighbors right here in your community. Their commitment to high-quality, family-friendly care means when you're at Hanover Hospital, you're with family. They offer state-of-the-art healthcare services with certified professionals on staff 24/7, 365 days a year. Hanover Hospital, your community, your health. Visit them today for close-to-home quality healthcare.
Max Blasky back with you from Onega Boys Tournament Championship here. Axtell handling Hanover first half 26-14. Axtell got here by ways of win over Troy and Clifton Clyde. Wednesday night they defeated Troy 60-51 before knocking off top-seeded Clifton Clyde last night 50-48. Hanover got here by ways over Valley Heights and Centralia, win Thursday night versus Valley Heights 55-49, and then a win last night over Centralia 50-45. So maybe to be expected, too, from this Hanover team to be a little slow on the offensive side, as that's now 3 games in 3 days for this squad. In the third, fourth place game, Clifton Clyde defeated Centralia 45-42. While over on the girls' side of the bracket, we have a champion. This number 3 seeded Centralia Lady Panthers claim their 15th girls tournament championship in school history with a 58-56 win over top-seeded Clifton Clyde, while in the third and fourth place game, Hanover defeated Valley Heights 41-38. Frankfort topped Donovan West in the sixth place game 54-41, and Axtell took Lynn in the 7th-8th place game 49-42. 26-14 our score here at halftime. Of course, coming up on our first broadcast of the 2024 season after the TVL tournament, we will be over at Centralia next Friday as the Hanover Wildcats make the trip east to tangle with the Panthers in what should be 2 excellent matchups between a probably state-ranked girls team and possibly a state-ranked Hanover team. We'll see how they can bounce back and see if they can keep their undefeated season here in the second half. We're going to take one more quick break before we bring you second half action here from Onega.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
Coolman Implement and Hardware is your Agco Alice, White, Hesting, Leaner, and Gel dealer with personalized care since 1935. See Coolman Implement and Hardware for farm equipment, electrical and plumbing supplies, parts, sales, and service. Your Agco Alice, White, Hesting, Leaner, and Gel dealer is Coolman Implement and Hardware in Lynn, Kansas.
Hanover looking for an answer to this Axtell defense. Axtell held a high-scoring Hanover offense to 14 points in that first half. Only 3 players scored for Hanover. Braylon Mine led the way with 8, 4 points for Garrett Martin, 2 points for Tanner Bruno, while for Axtell it was as balanced as it.
KNDY.
6 for Wyatt Detweiler and 4 for Brandon Schmelsley.
71 degrees all the way.
73 degrees, please.
So what's your perfect degree of comfort? We'll help you find it with professional Rheem HVAC service that'll keep your home comfy year-round, save on energy costs, and may qualify for utility rebates and tax credits. So enjoy a new degree of comfort.
72 degrees, and I'm good to go.
Get professional service in all brands of equipment. Call B&W Electric in Hanover, your local Rheem contractor, at 785-337-2598 today.
Little technical difficulties there for you, but back with you here from Onega. First possession of the game was by Axtell. It was a turnover, though, and then a foul by freshman Wyatt Detweiler. First shot of the second half is up and no good by Tanner Bruno of Hanover. Inside, Eli can't hit the 2-foot bunny. And Hanover comes back the other way. It's a clean way both ways, not very many turnovers, good free throw shooting both sides, perfect on every end of that one. But this Hanover defense has had an answer for Garrett Martin down low. The big junior really coming into his own here in this tournament play, averaging 15.5 points per game, held to just 4 in that first half. Now here's a second turnover by Hanover. Detweiler pretty flat pass to Smelsley, and Brandon lays it in for the easy deuce. both of these teams, too, like to run. Of course, Hanover's running is more predicated on the defensive pressure that they force out front and turnovers they force, but they just have not been able to get that here versus a experienced Axtell team, a squad that returned almost all of their starters off of last year's team that went to the state tournament and won this TVL tournament championship, too, as well. A travel out front by Brant Beichman, and this Hanover team needs some answers. Mentioned it there, too, as well, just a moment ago. This Hanover team playing their third game in 3 days here at Onega due to the rescheduling of Saturday's games last week and, of course, Monday's cancellations, too, as well. All opening round games were supposed to be played last Saturday, but none got played. That pushed everything into Monday, Tuesday. Sandman will attack the middle of the lane as he gets the start second half. Inside, Broxman shot, but no foul. So coming out of the second half, head coach Jason Tynan goes with a different starting 5. Starts Logan Sandman, who had 4 points in that first half, over senior Grady Bissing. Sandman adds a little bit more athleticism. He's a lot lengthier than Grant, though, is. But some athletic plays made by Sandman on the defense and offensive end in that first half. Smelsley will be your trigger man as that foul goes on Brent Beichman. Junior picks up number 1 as that's the first foul on Hanover in this quarter. Inside, Smelsley has trouble with it. Turnover, now Axtell. Back the other way, Braylon Mine gets it. Hunter Kike for left corner. That one's halfway down and out for the freshman. That would have been a big momentum shifter for this Hanover offense that was very, very quiet in the first half. Kike for now 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. 1 shot in every quarter so far. We're trying to go Garrett Martin, get him started with ball on the left block. Guarded by Grady Bussing. Up and under move by Martin. Shot, no good. Offensive rebound. Martin and 1 foul. No foul. Coming in, crashing the board is Kike. Can we get an extra possession out of it? Jump ball, and it will stay with Hanover. So Martin so far in this contest, 2 for 5 from the floor. Not bad shooting, but just looks uncomfortable down there against this physical Axtell defense. Mine's going to fire up a long 3. They're going to call that a 3 from the far corner as Braylon Mine has been the answer for Hanover so far today. Hand right in his face, doesn't matter, even if it is the All-State quarterback, Brandon Schmelsley. Broxman with those hard right dribbles tries to get into the lane. Personal foul will be called on Tanner Bruna. That's now the second on the sophomore. Axtell will keep possession underneath their own bucket. Of course, a big thank you, too, to all our sponsors that make these broadcasts possible this week. We do appreciate you, too, as well. Of course, if you have any questions or comments about wanting to sponsor some of our high school activities or want to advertise with us on KNDY, give us a shout. We'd love to work with you. 3 ball by Broxman is missed. Offensive rebound is taken by Bussing. He can't make that one. Kike for now out and running. Hunter Kike for floater in the lane. Up, no good. Defensive rebound. Now Bussing back the other way. A walk-out top will be called as Hunter Kiefer excited as he forced that turnover by Axtell. But this Hanover team needs to figure out something offensively. Trailing still 28-17. Axtell has held the clamp on a Hanover offense that averages over 62 points per game on this season. Tanner Bruna gets inside, but is stopped by Broxman. Mine will work against Smelsley. Mine into the lane. Got boys on their feet. Can't hit that bunny. Head coach Corey Jensen really wanting a personal foul. Thought that one should have been one out top, but we're not going to call that. We're going to keep going. Axtell with it offensively. Detweiler attacks right side. Now top side, Broxman. Against this, now it looks like a man-to-man defense for Hanover. Haven't seen that all first half. As guards continue to shift and change, Axtell very content with running offense. They ran a lot of clock off of that second quarter. A foul now out front. Brigham Bruna, personal foul. Not really a intensive foul going for anything. Just kind of ran into Detweiler there. Substitution is Grant Bussing. Will check Grady Bussing. Senior for senior. Smelsley will be trigger man. Out top now, Detweiler will set it up as we run under 4 minutes left to go. Kiekefer forces a turnover, gets it off the Mine, and now Hanover off and running. No numbers for Braylon Mine. He's still going to push the action. Kicks it out, Tanner Bruner for three. That one's off the rim, no good. Garrett Martin, offensive rebound, and the Wildcats will reset. No, a turnover. Hanover, as Brigham Bruno walked with it in this far corner, and Hanover can do no right here in this championship game. Big storyline, too, as well. Tanner Bruno, only 2 points for these Wildcats so far. 11 points in their 13 points in their first win versus Valley Heights, 11 in their second versus Centralia. Hanover crowd trying to will their boys to a victory. Turnover as Smelsley was trying to hit Sandman on that far side right in front of head coach Tynan. But sloppy ball now for the Eagles in this third quarter. Already 5 turnovers. Matches their high for a quarter in this contest. 28-17 our score. It has never felt like Axtell has just blown this one out yet, as it feels like Hanover has just kept it within striking distance. If they could hit a few shots here or there, this would be a different game. Hanover, a big portion, 2 of their contest. They are 0 for 6 from three-point line. Hunter Kiekefer 0 for 3 on those. Brigham Bruno 0 for 2, and Braylon Mine, 1 for 7 on that one, as Mine has hit himself a 3 here in the third quarter, but they were 0 for 7 from 3 in that first half. Logan Sandman, the freshman, picks up his second personal foul as Hunter Kiekefer takes it aggressively to the rim. He will be fouled and now be rewarded with 2 free throws. First free throw is up and no good for Kiekefer, as that is the first miss by either team from the free throw line in this game. Axtell was 3 for 3 from the stripe in the first half, 2 for 2 for Hanover. Kiekefer at the line. Second free throw up and down now for the freshman. A lot of minutes there for Kiekefer here in this tournament. 7 points in their opening round win versus Valley Heights. Only 3 last night versus Centralia. And Brandon Smelsley from the free throw line. Let's see if he can get warming up. He had 22 in last year's TVL tournament championship, one in which the Axtell boys defeated Blue Valley 63-57. Inside, Brigham Bruno is going to force the action. No foul, a hook, and an offensive foul on Brigham Bruno, as they say he hooked his defensive player. Third now on the senior. That's good enough for a turnover, too, as well, as Cameron Juneman will check out Tanner Bruno. Nope, Tanner will stay out there. Brigham will come back onto the bench. A rough first about 20 minutes for this Hanover offense. 30-18 is still our score. Hanover has 4 points in this third quarter. They have been held to single-digit points in every quarter. Smelsley turns it over. That's the 6th for Axtell here in the third. Quickly the other way, Tanner Bruno looks to get in the lane. Spinning move, that's a travel. Turnover, Hanover, their 5th now of the quarter, as sloppy ball both ways really benefits this Axtell Eagles team. Detweiler brings it across the timeline now for the white and blue of Axtell. Left side into the hands of Eli Brocksterman. 8 points all in that first half for the junior. Hero for this Axtell Eagles team, too, as well, as he hit the 3 last night to beat Clifton Clyde, get them into this position. A second 3 for Brocksterman. That one's off the rim, no good. Martin, big defensive rebound inside for the junior. Let's see if head coach Corey Jensen can get him going. Run across the timeline, that's Tanner, and he loses it, simply taken away by Wyatt Detweiler, as this Hanover team, her third game in 3 days, looks tired. Left corner 3 by Brocksterman. He misses that one hard off the rim. He's 0 for 4 from the field here in this quarter, but not afraid to let it shoot. Tanner Juneman's going to attack left baseline. Has trouble with it, loses it. Now up and down. Can't hit the 2-foot bunny. Grant Bushing pulls down the big defensive board, and Hanover once again empty offensively. Head coach Corey Jensen just kind of shakes his head down, wondering what he can do to get this team rolling. Now this might do it. Bruna picks the pocket of Detweiler. Bruna up the court. Layup good for Tanner. His first points here in the third quarter. As a run out leads to an easy 2. It's still a 10-point advantage, Axtell, though. Left side, Smelsley has it. Now top side into the hands of the freshman Sandman with 66 left on the clock. 5-out offensive set now for Axtell. Inside, Sandman left, right block. It's just going to be taken out of his hands by Tanner Bruna. A physical steal there by the Wildcats takes it out of the hands of the freshman, and head coach Corey Jensen wants to take a timeout to set something up. We'll take it with him. 10-point advantage, Axtell.
Duzine Enterprises has been laying floors all over our area since 1962. That's miles and miles of carpet, laminate, tile, hardwood, and vinyl. And they are so good at it that their schedule is filling up fast. So while good things come to those who wait, if you have a remodel or a new construction project in your near future, you should probably get on their schedule today. So call 785-325-2379. That's 785-325-2379. Duzine Enterprises in Washington. Why would you go anywhere else? Financing available.
Where do you turn when the unexpected happens? You may wonder what's next. Who do I call? What should I do? We at Christy Anders and Anders Fifley Funeral Homes are here to assist by providing support and personal services while helping create a beautiful and unique tribute for your loved one. We're proud to offer affordable, personalized packages to fit any budget. You can find us online at apfunerals.com or visit us in Waterville at Christy Anders Funeral Home or in Riley at Anders Fifley Funeral Home.
Coming out of the timeout, head coach Corey Jensen just looking for an answer offensively. Hanover only with 20 points through 3 quarters of action. Braylon Mine will attack left side, gets all the way to the left block, sucked in defense, kicks out TK for 3. That one's going to be short, no good. Defense rebound. Broxterman has Detweiler on the other end, but Broxterman will take it himself. Broxterman kicks out now. Bussing, 25 seconds left. Plenty of time here for Axtell to get themselves a good shot. Brandon Smelsley up top, guarded by the freshman TK. Broxterman gets into the lane, now throws it away. Was looking for Smelsley cutting down the right side of the lane as Axtell has been sloppy here in this third quarter. That's now their 9th turnover in this quarter. They had only 8 in the entire first half. Mine brings it across the timeline with 10 seconds. Across to Bikeman. Bikeman swings it in, now tries to get inside. Bikeman left block, kicks it out. Cameron Juneman in 5 seconds. Juneman inside the lane, lot of contact, no shot. Corey Jensen irate, there's not a foul, and I might have to agree with him on that one. At the end of 3 quarters, it is 32-20. Axtell leading this TVL tournament championship for boys action.
Earning and keeping your business is the top priority at Old D Tractor Repair in Lynn. Their professionally trained technicians have a tremendous amount of experience with all types of farm equipment. They service all brands of tractors, combines, and forage equipment, especially John Deere. They work on diesel truck engines, clutches, transmissions, differentials, and brakes. Call Old D Tractor Repair of Lynn, Kansas, serving area farmers for over 26 years.
At the beginning of every crop year, you get only one chance to get it right. Start your season off with a seed you can trust. Plant DeKalb Asgrow. They have a full range of products that have proven themselves year after year. Parker Seed can provide the right seed for your environmental conditions. There's no room for error. Call Parker Seed to start your season off right. When you call Todd Parker, he'll put his knowledge and experience to work to help you make the right choices. Call today, 562-6687. That's 562-6687.
A ugly quarter there for both sides as Hanover only scores 6 points while Axtell only scores 4, but the Eagles still lead by 10, 30-20 as we enter the last 8 minutes of this TVL tournament championship. Axtell boys looking for their second in 2 years. Hanover looking for their first since 2021. Out top, a foul is going to be called on Hanover defensively as Cameron Juneman's going to keep his hands out of the cookie jar. That's only the first now on Juneman. Scoring has been sparse in this one for both sides. for Hanover. Braylon Mine has 11 of the 20 points for the Wildcats, while on the other side, 8 points for Brandon Schmelsley, 6 points for Wyatt Detweiler, 8 points for Eli Brockstrom, and 4 points for Grady Bussing, 4 points for Logan Sandman, too, as well, as only 5 players have scored for Axtell. Now in there on a bum ankle, Colin Shaughnessy, not surprised to see him in there. Rolled that ankle in the fourth quarter versus Troy. Wanted to give it a try here tonight, and with a 10-point advantage, head coach James Shaughnessy said they might take him out there if they needed a spot-up shooter. Colin is not moving very well, very gingerly on those ankles. Out there, though, for the last 8 minutes, trying to tough it out. Personal foul will go against Hunter Kike for down low as Eli Brockstrom took it hard to the hole. Hunter Kike now picks up his third personal foul as Brockstrom starts this fourth quarter off with a free throw make. That is Axtell's first free throw make, or attempt here in this second half. With a smile on his face, head coach Jason Tynan takes out Colin Shaughnessy, probably done for the day. Just wanted to get him a few minutes. Says, hey, I guess since you dressed, we'll get you out there for a few seconds. Braylon Mine answers back the 1-point bucket by Axtell with a 2 of his own, as Detweiler then turns it over offensively for Axtell. Axtell had 9 turnovers in that third quarter alone. They had 8 in the first half total, so sloppy ball by the Eagles. 31-32. Bikeman fires up a 3. That one's no good, but a foul on Axtell defensively, looking for that rebound. Garrett Martin forced that foul to be called. It's going to go on Brandon Schmelsley, his second personal foul now. Second team foul for Axtell. Underneath their own basket, Mine gets it into Kiefer, left block. Kiefer trying to back down the smaller Wyatt Detweiler, and then Kiefer turns it over, but then forces a turnover too as well. What is the call? So, yep, Hunter turned it over, trying to figure out what happened there, and then commits the personal foul. So 4 now for the freshman, as he will get checked out for Brigham Bruna. Colin Shaughnessy right back into that contest now, as he will check out Grady Bussing. Detweiler with the ball, left corner, guarded tightly, now by Brigham Bruna. Sandman will flash high post, now gets it off left side to Brockstrom, looking for a cutter, top side, Colin Shaughnessy. Faked on a 3 now, gets inside the lane, up and down for Colin Shaughnessy off the bench with that gimpy ankle. Guts there for the sophomore, as he's out here gutting it out in this TVL tournament. Bikeman tacks into the middle. Hanover looking for an answer. Brigham Bruna goes inside. Pump fakes once, now kicks it out, throws it away, out of bounds, looking for Braylon Mine on the right wing. Just miscommunication between those two. Gives it back to Axtell. Of course, Axtell playing their third game in 4 days. But Hanover playing their third game in 3 days, so a lot of tired legs out there for the Wildcats right now. We'll see if they have any mustard here in the fourth quarter. Trailing 33-22. Inside, blocked by Garrett Martin. Logan Sandman didn't even have a chance on that one as Martin stuck his big arms up there. Easily kicked that one out. Mine gets inside, up and under shot, no good offensive rebound. Cameron Juneman. Juneman finds Bikeman outside for 3. Can he hit it? He does! Brack Bikeman with his first 3 of this contest, his first bucket as well, as now it is 33-25. Shaughnessy a 3. That one's good! Colin Shaughnessy, 5 points here in this fourth quarter on a gimpy ankle. Answers back the 3 ball by Hanover and gives Axtell back their 11-point lead. Out top, Bikeman looks to attack. Kicks it off right wing, Brigham Bruna. Bruna finds Martin inside. Martin up and down for 2 points on his own. After a slow first 3 quarters, here we go, back and forth, and now scoring between these two teams that average 60 points per game. We set it 36-27 right now with 4:45 left to play. Out top, Juneman will commit the personal foul, trying to force the steal. Smelsley did a good job of going to the ball, catching that one. Second foul now on Juneman, team foul number 4, which is important because at 5, Axtell will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Tanner Bruna back in, gets it to Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy now with it right wing, guarded tightly by Cameron Juneman. Finds Broxman at the right elbow. Sets it up. Sandman fires from straight on 3. That one's halfway down and out. Don't see the big 6'2 freshman stepping out his range very often. Wanted to give it a try on that one. He comes up empty, though. Juneman a little out of control. Regains it now for Hanover. Inside, Braylon Mine looks to get a bucket. Up and under. Foul, no foul. Lots of contact. Still ball on the ground. Detweiler comes out of there with it. Braylon Mine has been the only answer Hanover has at the other end. Eli Broxman with 2. As Axtell just quicker down the floor on that, and Brigham Bruna though quickly the other way, and he's fouled on the free throw, or on the layup attempt. Wyatt Detweiler will pick up his second personal foul as we go back and forth here in the fourth quarter. 4 minutes left to play in this TVL Tournament Championship game between Hanover boys and Axtell boys. 38-37, your score. Brigham Bruna at the line for 2 free throws, and the senior misses the first. Hanover 0 for 2 now from the stripe in this second half. 1 for 3. Second free throw up and down for Bruna as he splits a pair. That's his first attempt, or first points here in this contest. Right side, Colin Shaughnessy finds a cutting Eli Broxman, right block. Shaughnessy around the horn. Into the hands of Detweiler, top side, now back to Broxman. Broxman a little flip. Layup up and good for Eli Broxman. As Hanover cannot find a stop defensively to get them in position to come back in this one. Axtell led 15-8 at the end of 1 quarter, and it's been all Eagles since then. Inside, Tanner Bruna finds an open Garrett Martin for his second bucket here in the fourth quarter. Quickly back the other way, Smelsley gets inside. So does Detweiler off the reset. Shot up, no good. Foul will be called on Logan Sandman, the freshman, a little bit too aggressive on that one. Picks up his third personal foul as he will be checked out for Grady Bissing. In will also come Gavin Shaughnessy for Colin Shaughnessy. Your 5 out there for Axtell will be Smelsley, Broxterman, Detweiler, Bissing, and Shaughnessy. As for Hanover, it'll be Tanner and Brigham Bruna, Braylon Mine, Garrett Martin, and Cameron Juneman. Bruna inside, gets that one to roll in, and head coach Corey Jensen wants to take a timeout. We're going to take it with them with 2:52 left to play in this contest. 8-point advantage for Axtell.
See Andy Bruna at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover for a full line of your everyday hardware needs and all the building supplies you'll need to get the job done right. Just about anything you might need around the farm or home is found at Andy's, and always fast, friendly service when you need it. It just makes good sense to shop at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, Kansas. Apply out Wildcat Booster. That's Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover.
Enjoying these sweet emotions here at Onega High School as the DJ has been on point here during these championship games. Of course, girls action earlier today. Centralia sneaked out a victory over Clifton Clyde, 58-56. Clifton Clyde had 3 shots at it at the buzzer, but came up empty on all of them. Now in this one, Axtell has led the entire way, but Hanover trying to make a comeback. They get a steal on this one. Tanner Bruna inside, loses the ball, is hacked, and a turnover is called on Hanover. There has been a lot of contact down low whenever Hanover goes to the rim. Not saying all contact is always a foul, but that one I thought almost for sure was. Axtell will regain possession, though, with the lead and the ball. Smelsley guarded tightly by Cameron Juneman out top. Eli Broxman left side. Hunter Keycaper with those 4 fouls, hounding him. Broxman gets inside the lane. Little slip pass to Grady Bussing, but a foul will be called on Hunter Keycaper, wanting a block, but the 5th personal foul now for the freshman as he is done for this contest. He will foul out now with 2:30 left to play in this quarter. 1 point for the freshman in this championship game. Bikeman back in. Gavin Shaughnessy back in for Colin Shaughnessy, who is out there for just a few moments. Now at the line, Grady Bussing. That's going to be hard off the back of the rim. No good for the senior, as both of these teams perfect in the first half from the free throw line. Axtell now 1 for 3, Hanover 2 for 4. Second free throw up for Bussing. That one's off. Defensive board pulled down Garrett Martin. Tanner Bruna looking to go coast to coast. Kicks it out left corner. Cameron Juneman around the horn. Bikeman right side. Gets inside the middle of the paint as well. Kicks it out. Tanner Bruna left side 3. That one's going to be short off the rim. No good. Offensive rebound pulled down by Bikeman, and now a foul on Shaughnessy, as that will be the 4th team foul on Axtell. Mentioned it there in the first and second quarters. This game has never felt like it has been completely in control by Axtell. Hanover has had a shot the entire way, and I feel like they still do, but they need to move quick. 2 minutes, trailing by 8, 40-32 here in the TVL championship game. Axtell led 15-8 after 1 quarter, up 26-14 at the halftime. Shot up by Tanner is down for Hanover. Tanner Bruna coming alive here in this 4th quarter. 4 points to make him 8 for the game, as now it's a 6-point contest. Out top with it, Smelsley. Smelsley hounded by Bruna. Now Broxman will reset it for the Eagles. Looking to get inside. Broxman almost loses it. Tipped away, but it'll be saved by Axtell. Inside, we're going to go Grady Bussing. Little turnaround shot is up and down by Bussing. Makes good on those 2 free throws he missed a moment ago with the layup there. Tanner Bruna pushes the pace. Stops spots from 3 feet away. Shot no good. Offensive rebound no good either. And Hanover empty on that possession. Clock rolls under, 1:10 left to play. Brandon Smelsley gets inside. Now out top, Wyatt Detweiler for 3. That's the dagger! Wyatt Detweiler with a triple as the clock rolls under, 1 minute to go. Right side, Grant Bikeman's going to fire a 3. That one's long. No good. Offensive rebound, Garrett Martin. Garrett Martin puts it back up. Smelsley controls that one. As Axtell at the other end, Wyatt Detweiler back-to-back buckets now for the freshman, as he has pushed this lead up 47-39. A travel is called on Brigham Bruna, and that's looked like all she wrote here for the Hanover Wildcats in this one. 47-34, 34 seconds left to go in this one. Axtell has been in control since the get-go. Head coach Corey Jensen will put his seniors in, Patrick Cook and Hayden Behrens in for Garrett Martin. And someone's got to leave. We got 6. We got 6 out there for Hanover. Brigham Bruna will come now to the bench for the Wildcats. A defensive game for Axtell will prevail them to a win in their 2nd straight TVL tournament championship, as they are going to beat the Hanover Wildcats here in Onega. 23 seconds left as Hanover will just Axtell will just dribble it out. Tanner Bruna is going to get all his money's worth, as he is fouled now with 19.8 left to go in this contest. Last senior in for Hanover, Dean Lupin, as head coach Jason Tynan will do the same for his Axtell boys. Substitutions in, as we have, let's see here, Lucas Talbot now in. Dalton Heinen in too as well. Joe Leibarger and Eli Broxman will have to stay out here for the free throws. Everyone else on the bench for the Eagles. Still trying to get this one figured out. Gavin Shaughnessy now in 2 as well. Of course, the season doesn't end. Both of these teams will come back with games right out of break. Free throw is no good by Eli Brocksterman at the line. All window dressing now from here, but Axtell 1 for 5 so far from the free throw strike. Second free throw is down for Brocksterman as he splits the pair. Both of these teams will get back into action on Tuesday. It'll be versus Washington County for Hanover. It'll be versus Lynn for Axtell. 18 seconds left here to go as Behrens brings it across the timeline. Up top looking for Cook. Gets it at the free throw line. Around the horn, Behrens gets it back. 5 seconds left is going inside to Leiberger. Shot up, no good. Defensive rebound pulled down Axtell, and that does it. The Axtell Eagles win their second straight TVL tournament championship with a 48-39 convincing win over the 2-seeded Hanover boys here from Onega. We're going to take a timeout, bring you recaps of this one as Axtell celebrates their championship after a 48-34 victory over Hanover.
Since 1976, Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions has been your farm and home marketing team. Let the experienced family team of Tom and Rob Olmsted and brother-in-law Tom Kirkland guide you when buying or selling a home or farmland. Delivering timely, honest, and professional guidance, visit olmstedrealestate.com to view current listings and auctions. Your farm and home marketing team is Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions.
300, that's fire 5-2.
Titan Trailer Manufacturing of Waterville offers a full line of horse and livestock trailers, flatbed trailers, utility trailers, dump trailers, stock trailers, cargo trailers, and custom trailers. Are you sensing a theme here? Trailers. If you need it, they have it. Not only do they have it, Titan Trailers are a higher standard of quality manufactured in Waterville. You're pulling the best with a Titan Trailer. Log on to TitanTrailer.com and find a dealer near you and see for yourself.
Dreaming of a new home? Let Inline Construction make that dream a reality. Custom home builds from foundation to finish with your plans, or they'll help you with design. Build on your lot or take advantage of Marysville's newest subdivision, Hartley Ridge, at 8th Street and Jayhawk Road. Call today and get started with Inline Construction of Marysville.
For the best of care close to home, visit the Washington County Hospital and Family Medicine of Washington County. Their team of professionals work together to provide every member of your family in every stage of life with medical care. From routine checkups to diagnostic services, visiting outpatient specialists, obstetrics, major and minor surgical procedures, and an emergency room that is always staffed by physicians, you'll find the best of care right here in Washington County. Call 785-325-2211 for your appointment today.
Ricky's Cafe in Hanover ain't just good, it's home. From their daily specials to a full menu, choose your favorite served fresh, hot, and fast. Your family when you stop at Ricky's Cafe, and you're welcome anytime. Enjoy the delicious menu choices, and of course, when you're hosting an event, bring Ricky's Catering along. With a variety of options available, always at affordable prices. Call for your next engagement and count on Ricky's Cafe at Hanover.
Just like our area athletes work each day in practice to perform at their best in the big game, the staff at Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, work daily to provide the best parts and service experience when you need it most. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations. We know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one. Bruna Implement Company, since 1947.
A dominating 48-34 win for the Axtell boys over the Hanover boys as they are claimed your 2024 TVL tournament championship. After that victory, it is their second now in 2 years for this Axtell program and their third in school history. If history does repeat itself, it has been good news for the Axtell boys. As the first time they won it, they were state champions. Last year, they finished 4th place in that one. Hanover, nothing to hang your head about, as that's going to be their first loss on this season. as they drop now to 9-1. Axtell bumps up to 9-1 after the victory too as well. Looking at scoring for you, first we're going to start with the Hanover Wildcats. It was a tough night for this offense. Their third game in 3 days. There was some tired legs out there offensively, and it showed. Braylon Mine led the way with 13 points. He had himself a heck of a TVL tournament, going to finish averaging just at 14 points per game. Will Mine. 8 points for Garrett Martin, 8 points for Tanner Bruna, too, as Batman and Robin couldn't help Mine in this one. 3 points for Grant Bikeman, 1 point for Brigham Bruna, as all starters did score for the Wildcats. 1 point for Hunter Kike for off the bench, and that was it. Hanover did shoot the free throw well in the first half, 2 for 2, but was 2 for 4 in the second half, making them 4 for 6 for the game, 66%, and turnovers were a problem too. 20 turnovers, 10 apiece in each half. As for Axtell, they were led by Eli Broxerman with 14 points, who has himself a very nice tournament too as well. Got the game winner last night versus top seeded Clifton Clyde and leads his Eagles team to a championship here today. 11 points for the freshman Wyatt Detweiler, getting the start in spot of Colin Shaughnessy. Not to be outdone though, Shaughnessy steps in with 5 points there in that fourth quarter on a bummed rolled ankle. 8 points for Brandon Smelsley, 6 points for Grady Bussing, and a freshman coming into his own, Logan Sandman, had 4 points as well. And Axtell shot the ball well from the free throw line in the first half, 2, 3 for 3, but they were 2 for 6 in the second half, 5 for 9 for the game, 55% on the day, and they had 19 turnovers too as well. Axtell jumped out to a 15-8 lead at the end of one quarter and never looked back as they led 26-14 at half, 30-20 at the end of 3, and winning this one going away 48-34 over the 2-seeded Hanover Wildcats. Hanover drops now to 9-1 on the season. They get back in action on next Tuesday, January 23rd versus Washington, while Axtell improves to 9-1 on the season. They get back into action Tuesday versus Lynn in that one. We're going to take one more time out before we come back here, re-wrap up how these brackets fell out, give all our thanks to everyone who needs it too, as well as we're previewing what the rest of the season looks like here for KNDY. Again, in the boys championship game, Axtell victorious 48-34.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's the standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
My community bank has responded to the changes needed to keep my money safe and secure. They've switched to cards with the latest technology, which is safer and more secure than before. My community bank provides safety and security while staying on top of the latest banking trends.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank, Frankfort, proud to be your community bank. Member FDIC.
Wait, Santa is done, my friends. After Santa's hard work comes the new Wi-Fi hungry connected gadgets. Make sure your router is capable and ready. Let Blue Valley help you kick off the new year on the right foot and upgrade your Wi-Fi experience. Get 2 months free worry-free Wi-Fi and free installation from Blue Valley Technologies. For more details, visit bluevalley.net/promo.
Begin your new year with a new career at Landall in Marysville. Currently accepting applications for experienced assemblers, welders, painters, and a net developer. You cannot beat the benefits Landall offers. Wages start at $16 up to $21.20 per hour, with a $2 an hour shift differential for second and third shift. 4% attendance bonus, promotions, raises, all-inclusive medical plan, paid time off and paid holidays, weekly paychecks, and more. Apply online and learn more at Landall.com or call 785-562-5381 for more information. Landall Company is an equal opportunity employer.
What is shining like that?
Oh, it's just my teeth.
Whoa, how'd you get them so white?
It's easy. I go to Gray Family Dental. They've been serving Northeast Kansas for over 19 years and have locations in Marysville, Blue Rapids, and Frankfort. With all that experience, they really know what they're doing.
Really? They sound amazing.
They sure are. Remember, if you want the whitest teeth in the business from a local employer who supports your schools and community, go to Gray Family Dental. Schedule your appointment by calling 562-5323 today.
B&D Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-frame buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. B&D Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. B&D Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. B&D Buildings at 785-294-0147.
KNDY has been your sports leader of local teams since the days of leather helmets.
Well, okay, not that long, but since the days before the Blue Valley and Nemaha Valley Leagues combined, for over 40 years, KNDY has been your source for scores, interviews, and live play-by-play action of your favorite teams all season long. The game and technology may have changed, but our coverage remains the same. KNDY, your area sports leader, on air, online, and on our mobile app.
But no one did. Wrapping up the TVL tournament here from Onega, Axtell boys victorious 48-34 over Hanover. While in the girls' game earlier today, 58-56 your final score as Centralia girls take that one. In the third and fourth place matchups, we're going to start with the girls' bracket. Hanover victorious over Valley Heights 41-38. On the bottom side of the bracket, Frankfort defeated Donovan West for fifth place, 54-41, while Axtell took Lynn 49-42 for seventh place. Washington defeated Troy. Washington also defeated Blue Valley in consolation play, while Blue Valley got a win over Onega, and then Troy got a win over Onega, too, as well in consolation play. Now on to the boys' bracket. Axtell victorious as your TVL tournament champion, the second time in 2 years. Clifton Clyde is your third-place finisher, 55-42 over Centralia was that score. In the fifth-place game, Troy defeated Valley Heights 56-44, while Frankfort took Donovan West 61-39 in the seventh-place game. Up next for us for KNDY, we will be over at Centralia next Friday for Hanover versus Centralia in what's going to be two excellent boys and girls matchups on KNDY 95.5. We'll get in the rhythm, too, as well with Marysville Basketball over on our sister station, FM 94.1 AM 1570 as the Bulldogs head to Nemaha Central girls and get ready for a tournament next week. We want to give a big thank you, as always, to our sponsors that made these broadcasts possible all week, as well as our regional sports sponsors that make broadcasts throughout the year possible. Can-Equip, Sunflower Community Credit Union, Hometown Lumber, Honeyman Auto, Kramer Oil, Bruna Implement Channel Seed, and United Bank and Trust. A big thank you, as always, to our listeners. Without you, we wouldn't have anything or anyone to talk to, so we appreciate you tuning on, whether it's the radio, streaming, or live feeds here on Blue Valley TV today. Also, a big thank you to the Onega staff and school for helping us get through this week that, due to some weather, had its ups and downs, but at the end of the day, we got all the games in. And my last thank you goes out to Jeff Works of the TVL Spotlight. Check out his blog at KNDYradio.com at TVL Spotlight as well, and check him out on Facebook. He will have his annual TVL Spotlight All Hustle Team podcast up by Wednesday. I'm sure there's going to be some good nominees for that one this year in what has been a very, very exciting TVL tournament here from Onega. For the last time from the 2024 TVL tournament, this has been Max Blasky. We appreciate you all along for the ride the last couple days. If you just joined us tonight, we appreciate it. If you've been with us for the last 3 days straight, we appreciate you too as well. Everyone drive safe home on this Saturday evening. Stay safe, stay warm out there, and we will see you next Friday over at Centralia for Hanover versus Centralia.
KNDY.